am so happy to have you joining us this week as we're looking at essential oils for nausea relief and digestive support. And I'm just so excited to share some recipes and some ideas because essential oils are particularly known for helping with anti-nausea, just helping the digestive system. So if you have any skeptic in your life, the blends we're about to make together will turn that skeptic into an essential oil believer after they experience the relief that is so profound when you use essential oils for nausea work. So I'm excited to dive into that topic. But before we do, I want to spend a little bit of time with you. I want to hear what you're blending this week in terms of your own essential oil work and projects and creative expression. We've been having a lot of fun talking over in the Natural Living Club about different things that you're in your kitchen blending or you're making for clients or friends and family. It is the holiday season. So I'd love to know here in our chat, what are you blending up this week? Or what are you excited to think about blending up this week? If you had all the time and resources in the world, what would you be blending up this week? We would love to know in the comments. I know, Charlie, I was looking at that too. I think I have a different hairstyle in every one of those shots for that video. I was like, well, there you go. You know, you kind of go through moods, curly, straight, whatever. Again, I'm so happy to have you here. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Heather from Tennessee. Hello, Diane. It's so nice to see each and every one of you here. We're going to have a lot of fun today. And again, I'm looking forward to hearing more about what you're blending. Over here in the Natural Living Club, I'll just show you around. If you are a member or you're going to become a member today, every time we do an event like this, we have members decide they want to go even deeper with us in our community, and they want to become a part of the community, which is very fun. We've got a thread going right now. What are you blending up this week? I was having fun reading these comments before going live. So last night, Angie made the peppermint foot cream from last week. We did 3 simple holiday recipes that you can make for your family and friends. And today's belly blend. I know we're going to have a lot of fun with this belly blend, and it's not only smells amazing, but every single oil in this blend just really complements the other oils in the blend and really gives that nice immediate relief to kind of nausea or bloating, or if you've just had too much to eat, which is going to happen this time of year because everything's delicious around us. This is the perfect blend to have on hand. Especially if you have friends or family over. It's also a great way to talk about essential oils if you're excited about that. You can say, hey, I've got something for that. I can help you out with these. All right. So again, I would love to know what you are blending up. Let us know in the comments. Heather's saying, good afternoon from foggy Iowa. We are, good afternoon, good afternoon. All right. So the PDF for today, we have a PDF for today, and you can find that in the Natural Living Club. If we hop over to my screen, you can go to Classroom, and we are Essential Oils for Nausea. Click into this particular module. This is where you can find the replay for this event easily. And then Digestive Harmony Recipes, just click that. It will open up this particular PDF, and we go into the essential oils we'll be talking about in our event today. We'll be really focusing on sweet orange, ginger, peppermint, cardamom, and Roman chamomile. And then we've got 3 different recipes, and I'll make 2 of them with you today. And I also want to know, as we go through, the different ways you like to use each one of these oils when it comes to digestive support, or just other ways you love to use cardamom, or how you love to use peppermint. Because as we know, these particular oils, or any of our oils, are so good in many different situations. So we're bringing this particular group of 5 together for just really helping with digestion support, just to really help with anti-nausea. But these 5 oils are so good for so many things. So I just want to create space during our program together to just hear how you love to use peppermint, or how you love to use ginger, et cetera, et cetera. So this is very interactive today. So get ready to participate in the comments. And I'm excited to just really lean into this collective wisdom we have with this incredible group of people who are extremely knowledgeable and all sorts of things, as well as how you love to use essential oils. I love to know how you love to use essential oils. Okay, let's head back over to our comments. So Megan made the eye balm from last week this morning. That's awesome. I know that eye balm just under eye balm is just so nice to just keep your eyes fresh, and doing that with all natural products is a win-win. If you could do us a huge favor and just like this video, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any event when we go live. We would very much appreciate that, because we want to make sure if you like the things we're doing here that you never miss anything that we do, because we have a lot of fun together hanging out. All right, Sandra's got in her diffuser blend today lavender, lemon, and clary sage. What a gorgeous combination. I love that so much. So yes, all right, well, let's go ahead and tuck into our presentation today, our workshop today, and it's all about essential oils for nausea relief. Now, today we're going to be focusing on specifically getting rid of that nausea that comes from just life, whether your body's working through something, or just overeating, or anytime our tummies are just a little upset for some reason. And I don't know about you, but my stomach can often tell me if I'm feeling extra stressed or if something else is going on. My stomach will kind of tighten up. I'll feel nauseous about something. And that is my emotional indicator to kind of take a minute, look around and wonder, okay, let's just figure out what's going on here and put in more strategies to just kind of be more supportive right now. And a lot of that comes from our routines, our lifestyle choices, and our essential oil work. So that is something that I keep track of if I'm experiencing nausea on some kind that isn't necessarily related to eating something that was off, or just having some kind of flu going on for that. So we are going to start with the PDF, and I want to just tell you a little bit. I printed off the PDF, wanted to just work straight from it today. So there's the 5 essential oils we're working with right here: sweet orange, ginger, peppermint, cardamom, and Roman chamomile. Now, each one of these particular oils does something to help with the intention of the blends we're going to work with today. So either they're calming to the smooth muscle, or they're really good to just kind of get things moving, or they're really helpful for just easing that queasiness and just really helping the stomach calm down, helping the spasms around the stomach to stop, kind of creating tension so that your whole stomach is able to just really relax and just ease into feeling better. So again, all of these come together to create gorgeous blends when it comes to nausea relief. So we're going to go ahead and make our first blend together, which is the first blend in the PDF. It's called Quick Nausea Relief Inhaler. Now, if you want to have fun with us, we have been having a lot of fun renaming the different blends. So if you have a really fun, cute, clever name for this particular inhaler relief, please pop it in the chat. We named it Quick Nausea Relief Inhaler, so you know exactly the intention of this blend. So if you've got it in your pocket as you're going through your day, maybe you get a little car sick as you're traveling, or maybe when you fly, you know, your stomach can be speaking to you in a way that you don't like. Whatever it is for that quick nausea relief, these are some great oils to put together into an inhaler. So we're going to be working with 6 drops of sweet orange, 4 drops of peppermint, and 2 drops of ginger, all in a blank inhaler. So I chose purple for today. That felt like a really good color for this particular blend. Charlie, great question. It will work with motion sickness as well. Absolutely. Anything to kind of get those stomach muscles to calm down and relax. Again, these oils are so helpful for that emotional grounding. So that can often be going on when you are feeling like you're getting motion sickness. Sometimes we can feel it coming on and it's more of a no, I don't want this to be happening. So not only will these oils help with the energetics of just keeping us calm and grounded, they're going to help with getting in there therapeutically to help with that nausea relief. So absolutely. Queasy no more. I love it. I love your names. I love the suggestions. Okay. I'm going to create a little space to work here. I've got my inhaler. For this, we've been using the polyester wicks, which is great. I'm actually going to, when you order these inhalers from Aromatics International, they come with organic cotton and they come with polyester wicks. You can use either. I'm going to take just a little bit of this organic cotton like that. Perfect. I'm going to put this into our inhaler this time around. Just pop that into like that. Perfect. Push it down. If I had a glass stir rod, I would I would push it down even further. That's going to work perfectly for what we need to do. Okay, so we're going to go to our recipe, which again is 6 drops of sweet orange. Sweet orange, so good for that digestive support, anti-nausea, just general depression, anxiety relief. Looking at our immune support, it has so many reasons why it's a perfect choice for this particular anti-nausea relief inhaler. So we're going to do 6 drops of this, pop it in, and it's okay. Yeah, it's good. It's in there. It's in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. You know our citruses, they love to just jump out of the bottle and get involved right away. They love to just do that. So we got 6 drops in there. Perfect. I mean, even on its own, sweet orange is gorgeous. Okay, the next oil we're going to work with is going to be our 4 drops of peppermint. I love this peppermint from Italy. It comes from the Piedmont Valley. The grower of the peppermint it's just fields and fields of the most gorgeous peppermint. If you know, the Piedmont Valley is a very, very vibrant, a very lush place with all kinds of things growing. The energy of the valley just comes through in this particular peppermint oil. And this smells so good. Just so wonderful, so much like the best peppermint you've ever smelled in your life. It is a great, great, great peppermint. And it, again, yeah, I do just feel as though the places our plants are growing just really take on the energy of that particular place. And it comes through in our blends. I really feel like it comes, there's no science to prove that. It's just an intuitive, I just feel like it comes through in our blends. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and refresh this. There we go. Now I can see your most recent comments. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to do our 4 drops of peppermint, layering in on top of our 6 drops of sweet orange. There we go. And you know, I love to smell the oils as they're layering together, right? So we've got our sweet orange and our peppermint, gorgeous combination. Just the 2 oils are playing really well together. Ah, it smells so good. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to do 2 drops of ginger. Now this particular ginger that I'm working with, it is steam distilled from fresh ginger. Now it is unique to have an essential oil from fresh ginger versus dried ginger, which is the more popular form of working with or extracting ginger essential oil. The chemistry of dried ginger and fresh ginger are very similar. It's the aroma that pops differently with fresh ginger versus dried ginger. I love this ginger. The distiller we work with in Indonesia really waits for the ginger rhizomes to mature to a certain fullness, right? You don't want to distill when they're too little or they're too large. So you want to get it right when it comes to the ginger. It just really makes that aroma extra special. And it is very much a process that particular distiller needs to be in the moment, keeping track of when looking at when to harvest and when to distill this gorgeous, gorgeous ginger oil. It's beautiful. All right, let's layer this in to our blend. So we've got 2 drops of ginger. 1, 2, there we go. All right, put that there. Let's smell it all together. Beautiful. Again, all of these oils are coming in to really help with that anti-nausea relief right away. And as we've been talking about more and more in our workshops together, the power of that olfactory system, of your olfactory system to just take in the beautiful chemical components, everything about what you're inhaling through right into your bloodstream, right into your body, is just the quickest way to get these gorgeous natural resources doing what you want them to do. And this inhaler it smells gorgeous and it's going to get the job done. All right. Let's pop that on. Gorgeous. This is going to be my personal inhaler. So I'm going to take this. You really want to get in there with your inhalers, right? You want to cover one nostril and just smell in deeply. Again, there's this really beautiful dance when it comes to time, slowing down and letting our essential oils work. When you combine time with our essential oil practice, that's where it's just a really beautiful synergy. So when you are working with oil, and you are asking these gorgeous essential oils to come together and do something for you, just give your body and mind time to just be present with that intention too. So when you're smelling your oils, just really take some time. Don't do it too quickly. Of course, life's busy. Maybe you just need it quick. You're nauseous now. This is the time. That's great. But if you can take a moment and just bring in that meditative aspect, it just takes the whole experience up a notch. All right, let's do the other side. Oh, that's such a beautiful inhaler. It's quick, it's easy, super affordable, and it's just great to have on hand. And there are few things in the world that can be as effective for nausea relief as our essential oils, because they're getting right into our systems. They're going right to what we need them to do. There's really wonderful and important times to lean into herbology, to lean into different forms of holistic medicine. But when it comes to nausea, our essential oils are perfect for this. Very timely and very effective. All right. I'm going to check in over here on comments. Okay, great. Yes. Friends who are folks in your life who are experiencing chemo. Of course, we know nausea is huge with that. What I would do if you are working with a friend who has chemo is when folks are going through that, smell can be a unique thing, right? And it's probably happening in the chat. Folks are probably talking about this. Smell can be very unique in that maybe ginger is perfect for one person in terms of they're really resonating with that aroma. And for someone else, it could create even more nausea. So it's really important to craft these blends with your friend, if at all possible. Sometimes that's not possible, but it can also be a really great way to have conversations and connect. So if you, go over to their house, or maybe they're in the hospital or whatever, wherever the scene is for where they need that nausea relief, and you bring a selection of oils that you know they're known for nausea support, right? Then you can sit there and you can do drop by drop blending like we've looked at earlier this year. You can do drop by drop blending with the oils you know are going to help. And that way the person you're blending for is really on board when it comes to that synergy of that aroma, because you really need people to not get even more queasy if they're experiencing nausea. Now that typically won't happen with folks who are not going through chemo and that sort of thing, because specifically chemo and end of life care, then those two things are very different, right? They're very different, but they can both. What they have in common is that people can be very, very, very sensitive to aroma. So that's something to keep. That's something to keep in mind. All right, let's go ahead. If you have any questions, feel free to pop in your questions. I also wish I could just sit here and hang out and chat, because I love all of the comments that are coming in. Meredith, after the first time I tried Tum Ease, which is one of our custom blends here at Aromatics International for relief, I went back and ordered several more roll-ons. Thank you so much for creating it. I know it's a really gorgeous blend. It's one of our custom blends that we use all the time. Folks who would rather have a pre-formulated blend, that's a great blend to have on hand. So yes, it's great. It's really, again, it can be that first experience for someone where for the first time essential oils are finally clicking for them. It can be a more subtle result or outcome when you're blending for, say, anxiety relief or to uplift depression. That can be a more subtle move of the dial when it comes to something that feels positive. Sometimes if you're blending for depression relief, it's a huge win on a scale of 1 to 10 to go from a 2 to a 4. That's a huge, huge, huge win. It's potentially not as noticeable for the person because it's not going from 2 to 10, right? When it comes to our nausea relief, it can go from 2 to 10 immediately. And a lot of times that's the gateway experience for people when it comes to, oh, I see. It's their aha moment. These essential oils are going to work. They work. I feel better immediately. So it's a really transformative thing to guide someone through that experience. And it's a great way to honestly just help them with nausea relief, right? You want to help people around you feel better with essential oils, but it's just such a great, just like, oh, this is really working really well. So I love, love, love recommending and using oils for nausea relief, especially with folks who are new to essential oil work. Okay. We're going to go ahead and make another blend together, the second of our 2 blends, even though there are 3 recipes in here for you. This is called Belly Balance Jojoba Blend, and we also created over at the Aromatics International store, our store, Aromatics International, we created the recipe for you so that you can get all of the ingredients you need to make this specific massage jojoba blend as many, well, not as many times as you need, but you can make this many times over with the amount of oil that comes in this particular recipe. Now, a very cool thing, I'm about to, again, blend this with you. And a very cool thing is our workshop, which is, we're presenting right outside of Aromatics International workshop. It's a very fun thing. Our workshop is currently just finishing up blending 50 of these custom blends, the Belly Balance Jojoba blend that we are making right now. We have 50 of these available. So those of you who are familiar with our NLC member gift of the week, this is your gift of the week. You actually have 2 options this week. On any order over $40, you can either choose this custom blend, and I'll model this process at the end of our workshop today, but you can either choose to have this custom blend or a pack of blank inhalers, depending on what you're more drawn to. So there's 50 custom blends available, and then unlimited inhaler packs. So those are your 2 options for today, your Natural Living Club member gift. And again, we're just so excited to share this specific Belly Balance Jojoba blend with you. All right, so let's go ahead and make this blend together. I'm going to start with my jojoba, which is a fantastic carrier when you're blending for anti-nausea massage oil blends. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour this in. I'm going to pour it just below the shoulder. I want to leave room for my essential oils. All right, perfect. Okay. Now we're going to put in 6 drops of sweet orange. You can work with wild orange. You can work with blood orange. For this particular one, we love sweet orange. I go ahead and put in 6 drops of sweet orange. Move this over here. Move that there. Move these back. Got a little air bubble. There you go. Okay, we've got our 6 drops of sweet orange. Beautiful. There we go. We're going to do 4 drops of cardamom. Now, this is where our interactive part comes in. So the oils we're using in this recipe, we've got sweet orange, cardamom, ginger, and Roman chamomile. If you also have a favorite way you like to use cardamom, sweet orange, ginger, or Roman chamomile, if you could please pop that into our YouTube discussion. It's just so fun to be able to learn from each other, because each one of you have your own unique personal experience with essential oil work. And that is what we're all about here in the Natural Living Club, at Aromatics International, at the Aromahead Institute. We're all about giving you as much information as possible so you can make the right choices for your health and wellness journey. We're all unique and we're all different, and we all interact with essential oils differently. So the more information you have about how they work, the more you can really fine tune how they work for you specifically. So I would love to know in the chat for you specifically, if you have another way or a favorite way you like to use cardamom, peppermint, ginger, Roman chamomile, or sweet orange, just pop that in to the chat. And I'm going to finish making this blend, then come back over to chat, and I would love to see what you're popping in. Okay, so we've got our 6 drops of sweet orange essential oil. Now we're going to do our 4 drops of cardamom. Oh, it's so good. It's just such a beautiful spice oil, right? And that can be just exactly what we need when it comes to helping with digestion support when we are dealing with nausea. All right, so let's put in 4 drops of cardamom. There we go. 4 drops of cardamom. We're heading back to our fresh ginger Again, it's such a gorgeous ginger. All right, we're going to put in 4 drops of ginger. There we go. 2 drops of Roman chamomile. I also just love to take Roman chamomile in a little bit of lotion with sweet orange and just put it on my stomach if I need something real fast and real quick. It's also a great trick. Oh, Roman chamomile, beautiful. So good for that antispasmodic. So good to just help relax, but also really get in there and just take away that nausea. It just works so well. There we go. 2 drops of our Roman chamomile. Feel free to pop in. I know I'm asking you to pop in so many things into chat, but if you have another name for this besides Belly Balance Jojoba Blend, we originally had it named Post-Meal Relief Blend, and we thought we could do a little better. So we named it Belly Balance Jojoba Blend. And yeah, no, it's just such a gorgeous blend to have on hand, especially for the holiday season. All right. And as you know, when your oils go into a carrier, your essential oils go into a carrier, there's that melding process where the longer they hang out together in there, the more the aroma changes and becomes one aroma. They're all kind of combining right now. It's like soup overnight in the fridge. It smells so good. If it smells like, if you are feeling nausea at all, you want this blend and you want to put it on right away. So again, the first 50 people who place an order over $50 or over $40 at Aromatics International, you have the option of selecting this custom blend, which our amazing team out there, they're finishing up blending 50 custom blends, or a pack of inhalers. Either option is available to you at checkout, which is very cool. Okay, let's check on in. Okay, Vera loves cardamom. I love knowing that, Vera. We've got Allison, Roman chamomile for my cat's anxiety. Well, there you go. I mean, just like all of us have our own relationship to essential oils, animals do too, right? They're all very unique in their own preferences. So that's great to know that Roman chamomile for your cat's anxiety keeps her calm. That's great. Heather, this is great feedback. Her husband dislikes peppermint, but loves his inhaler with cardamom for nausea. It uses all of these oils in the blend except for Roman chamomile. That's great. And again, it's all about figuring out what specifically is going to work for the person you're blending for, right? So there's ways to make substitution. There's ways to really customize each blend for the person you're blending for, which is the ultimate goal, which is so great when you can find that combination. Wendy, instead of jojoba, I like to use unscented lotion. Yes, absolutely. Unscented lotion would help the oils get into your system even faster, typically, depending on what kind of lotion you're using, because it's a little thinner and absorbs a little faster than jojoba, which stays on your skin. It still absorbs quickly, but a little bit longer than unscented lotion. No more boo-boo belly. Yep, there it is. I know. You all are so great at coming up with names together. There you go. Jenny Rogers, peppermint behind my ears for headaches. There you go. See, it's just great to know what works for you, because then we have even more wealth of information to draw from, which is fantastic. All right, so I'm going to show you how to get the most out of your free Natural Living Club member gift. We would love for you to join our community and become a Natural Living Club member. You can do that. We've got a link pinned to chat. You can do that by doing a free trial, either a monthly or a yearly, and get started right away. Print off the PDF, jump into the thread on what are you creating this week. And again, we'd love to just welcome you in and hang out with you inside of the Natural Living Club. It's just the warmest, most incredible group of people. And it's just such an honor to interact with that group every single day. It's a pretty amazing powerhouse of support. Okay. So let's go over to this. Now let's say I want to make this particular recipe. I'm going to add everything to my cart. I can bundle and save 10% on all of these items. So now they are in my cart, which is great. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to check out. Let's go check out. I want to show you how this works. I need to make sure I've removed any other codes or what have you. Okay. So here I am. I've got everything in my cart. I'm going to go down here. I've got, if I want to, I can redeem aroma drops if I have those there. So here I can choose to add the Belly Balance Custom Blend or a pack of 12 multicolor inhalers. So let's go ahead and add this in here. Remember, we only have 50 available, so first come, first serve, but then we have unlimited inhaler packs available. So if you miss out on that first 50, don't worry, you still have a special gift heading into your cart as a thank you for being a Natural Living Club member from our team to you. So this is added into my cart for free. I can see that right there. If you have store credit, you can choose to apply store credit right here. I can also, now you can redeem your aromatics rewards on your order, which is pretty awesome. I'm tagged Natural Living Club member. So there you go. I can go down here and complete my order, and we will ship that out to you, and you can have fun trying out, unless you have everything to make the blend, which is great. You can try out on your own this Belly Balance custom blend, which is pretty cool. I'm very excited. We're very excited to offer that to the first 50 folks who order, again, on any order over $40. So let's go over here. I want to check out and hang out with you in the comments. Ooh, there you go. Green cardamom and brown cardamom, Lorraine. Very interesting. I love that. There you go. Jerry, I use cardamom and Roman chamomile in a restless leg lotion. That is great. That is great. Okay, so we are about to head into the Q&A portion of this time together. So if you have any questions, feel free to pop them into the chat. And I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. Next week, we're going to continue on this theme. We're going to bring in more essential oils that can help with different kinds of digestive support. So today was all about nausea relief. And on our event next Wednesday, during our NLC time together, we'll be looking at more recipes that can help with digestive support. So you're definitely, if you are enjoying today, definitely mark your calendar for next week. We also have a very special thing we're doing on Monday. This coming Monday, I want to just make you make this opportunity available to anyone who's here. You can take advantage of this opportunity whether you are a Natural Living Club member or not. So I've had so many people just hop into my DMs over inside the Natural Living Club here in school. And they're asking, when are you going to do another aromatherapy certification program promotion or invitation to join? And also folks are interested in our essential oil specialist program and our teacher training program. So I decided to open up to see how many members would be interested in this particular opportunity. And so I know it's pretty cool. We have 65 people who are interested in both the Essential Oil Specialist course and the teacher training program, which is very cool. So this coming Monday, which I believe is the 24th or 25th, the 24th, I'll be hosting just an open Q&A. If you have any questions about what it is to become an essential oil specialist or to make money with our teacher training program, we teach you how to put together 1-hour workshops all the way to a full 2-day workshop, which is very cool, and how to make money teaching your passion for essential oil work. So if you're interested in learning more about either of these programs, the Essential Oil Specialist course or the teacher training program, I would love to have you join this Q&A on Monday. Now we're going to be hosting it right here on our YouTube channel, so you do not need to be a Natural Living Club member to join, and I'll send out an email reminding you that that's happening. So I would love to know if you are interested in that Q&A, if you could just pop in a 4 into the chat and let me know that you're either going to be there or we will make a replay available as well. But again, I love both of those two programs. The Essential Oil Specialist is all of the content and information in our certification program It just doesn't include the case study and the research paper element. But after you complete the Essential Oil Specialist program, you are an expert in essential oil work, which is fantastic. And you have a certification that goes along with that, saying that you went through the program and that you know what you're talking about when it comes to essential oil work. And that is a wonderful course if you're a beginner and you want to make money, to pair with our teacher training program, which is all about how to put really thoughtful workshops together. I go over how to put lesson plans together, how to just feel really confident sharing your passion, and just what it's like to be an aromatherapy teacher. And we need as many aromatherapy teachers as we possibly can, especially in this time we're living in, to show people how to live a more toxin-free lifestyle with these gorgeous blends. So they will walk away from your workshops as a teacher with blends that they can take home and use for very specific reasons. It's just a way to share education and knowledge and to make an immediate impact on people's lives right away. So if you're interested in attending that Q&A, I would love to have you there. Again, I'm so passionate about aromatherapy education. It's why we do what we do. I want you to have as much information and be as informed as possible when it comes to getting the most out of these essential oils. So we have so many people. We have so many fours. Fantastic. I can't wait to see you Monday. So that'll be the next time that I see anyone who's interested. We'll go over just what those two options look like, and then maybe you want to do both together. We'll go over what that looks like. And we have some incredible new student enrollment bonuses that you'll love if you're interested in the programs. They're just add-ons that just make everything even richer and more fun and more doable. So I will see anyone who's interested on Monday. All right. Is there anything I've missed?
Black Friday during Wednesday's event.
That's true. We will be going over that particular Aromatics International is putting together a pretty cool Black Friday, Cyber Monday collection. So I can't wait to tell you about that next week too. All right, Karen's going to join us for the Q&A portion of this and just hang out. And, you know, if you want to ask Karen some really in-depth questions about any of these oils, this is the time. She is a walking legend when it comes to essential oil knowledge.
We'll just do a little fruit basket upset here.
Okay, great.
Scoot your chair down. There we go. Hey, everyone. Get my...
Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
You always bring so much insight to the Q&A piece. So I'm very excited that you're here. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome. That was so interesting. There's just a couple of questions.
Yes.
That I thought would be easier instead of on the chat there. When I blend for people on chemotherapy,
Right.
most of our nausea blends are perfectly safe for people using chemo. We don't want it to be the main treatment, so it's a complementary treatment.
Yes.
And usually like a little inhaler helps people to feel like they're more in control of the situation. So if suddenly they're just so nauseated, they can, gently smell that inhaler. And I use less oils. My favorite ones are like sweet orange and bergamot mint. It's more gentle than peppermint. It's not quite so, peppermint can make them feel a little bit nauseated. Spearmint is also a good one, but again, I would just put, just a couple of different essential oils in an inhaler, maybe 8 to 10 drops maximum as they smell it and make sure. And the reason why we like the bergamot mint is because it smells like bergamot, it smells like lavender. It's kind of a combination, and their minds can't quite see or correlate the olfactory system with this terrible situation that they're going through. So the bergamot mint is more of a neutral oil where they're like, won't have an effect when they're all done and never want to smell peppermint again.
That's a very, very good point. Yeah, if someone's loving lavender, maybe there's that, you have to navigate that because you want them to have a good experience going through a situation, but then maybe keep in mind that could affect after.
And perhaps
healed up.
the sweet orange maybe smells too sweet for them. So maybe, ginger would work better with the bergamot mint. So you kind of have to, and they change.
Yeah.
Like they may be able to use certain scents for a week or two, and then suddenly take it away. I can't stand that. So it's good to have 2 or 3 different protocols ready to go.
Yep. And this is where Karen's background as a nurse is just absolutely invaluable. So thank you for mentioning that.
And I think that was the only one.
Well, if you have any questions, just pop them in. Ray is asking what time on Monday for our Q&A. That'll be at 11 a.m. Mountain Time or 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
I told someone the wrong time.
What time?
I'll correct it.
Well, we can.
Okay. Well, as far as how many drops to use, that's totally preferential. If you use 5 drops of a specific oil, even, the one that Jenny made for us here, it's so beautiful and it would work well for nausea too. So
Yes.
again, start small. And as far as how many drops of each one, you're going to have to test that out.
Yes. Well, Julie wishes she'd known EOs when her sister went through cancer 20 years ago. I know.
Oh.
If I could take the knowledge I have now and time travel, there's just so many moments I wish I could go back and use my essential oils.
And unfortunately, I've had a couple of, friends, relatives who have died of cancer who, didn't want anything to do with the essential oils. And I felt it was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard not to use it for them, during that time.
Yes. Yes. It's all about, that is hard. It's just hard because it's going to help. It will provide relief, and it's, not their path. And
That's right.
It's hard. We can make blends to help us ground.
You might be able to put, like lemon or, something that's really neutral but yet very uplifting in when you clean something, in the area.
Yes. So folks are asking age ranges, and on the PDF we put in some kit ideas. So the here we go. For the Nausea Relief inhaler that we made at the very beginning, for children ages 5 to 10, and this is on your PDF inside of the Natural Living Club under classroom, you would use 4 drops of sweet orange, 1 drop of peppermint, and 1 drop of ginger. So a lower amount of oil.
And that's kind of the protocol that I would use for people who are ill. For people who are more fragile, I would do the kids' recommendations.
Yes, yes. For the Belly Balance Jojoba blend, and again, I can't wait. Those of you who are ordering and choosing that as your special gift, I cannot wait for you to get this in the mail and use it. And you can even use it if you're just try it out. Adjustment for kids. So ages 5 to 10, you would reduce the total amount of drops to 6 drops of these particular essential oils.
So I will say there's a lot of really great questions here in the chat, and I wish we could get into all of them.
Yes.
There's some really technical questions in chat, and this is just a little blurb for when you're using essential oils professionally or treating people who are ill. I love to say, get your education, get your ACP education, get your professional education, because we deal with all of these questions in depth.
Yes.
There's a lot to consider when you're dealing with people going through various illnesses and what can and can't be done. It's all covered in there, and it takes 235 plus hours to explain all this and to get into all of this and show the whys and the wheres.
Absolutely. Which I love about the essential oil specialist option, which we're going to be talking about this coming Monday, is because it's really solid education and foundation, but you don't in that program or that track do your case studies or research paper yet. So you're able to get a great amount of information for a less time commitment and a less financial investment, which is great.
It's more of a 2-step process, which we'll get into. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this.
Yes. All right. I know, Cindy, this is just always on our hearts and minds as aromatherapists, right? What is a good response when someone says they do not want to use essential oils? Kindness, understanding, but what are the words? This conversation goes so differently depending on your relationship to this person, right? And I feel like the people in my life who are typically opposed to essential oil work, they're receptive to the conversation when they're in pain or they're experiencing nausea. They're more receptive in that moment to trying something out versus the big concept in general, where it's like, here's why I love essential oils. That kind of falls on deaf ears until they're in a time and space where it can actually really help whatever is going on. And a lot of times that's a better way to have a simple conversation in that, hey, try this inhaler or try this belly balance massage oil. Just see what happens. And if they ask more questions, of course, you can get into the science of every single essential oil and why we chose every oil for its chemical components and the rationale between the homework, the background work when it comes to how we as professional aromatherapists put blends together. But again, it's all about the dance of timing when it comes to talking to someone about essential oils.
And also, one of the best ways is maybe you are at Thanksgiving dinner and maybe you are feeling bloated and nauseous and like, let me out of here right now. And you whip out your inhaler without saying a single word and you're smelling it and finally you're like, okay, now I'm feeling a lot better.
Yep.
Someone feeling the same way who just said, told you 2 weeks ago they don't like essential oils. Suddenly they're like, what is in that inhaler?
Right? I know. I know. Well, those of you who are wanting to join on Monday, there's different ways you can do that. It's our Q&A, just looking at what is an essential oil specialist and what is that program we offer through the Aromahead Institute and what is the teacher training program and why, if you want to make income with essential oil work, it is a perfect option for doing that. You can make real income right away, very quickly with that particular course. I love it so much, especially for folks who want that income generation.
So how can they join the course on Monday?
Yeah, right. So Karen's like, get to it, Jenny.
Well, no, I'm just, Cynthia is asking.
Well, I was answering, I'm in a long-winded way answering Cynthia's question. So you can join, if you're a Natural Living Club member, you can go up here to calendar. And we will be popping in a link. You can click right here, 11 a.m., Essential Oil Specialist and TTP Q&A. And we'll update this link because it's going to be a YouTube event. And you can click that link right at the right time. It'll send out a little reminder for you. Click the link and join us at that specific time. You can also come to our YouTube channel, Aromahead, where you're watching right now. This is where we'll live stream at 11 a.m. on Monday. You can also make sure you're on our email list and we'll give you an email letting you know that event is going to happen. So those are the 3 ways that you can make sure that you are there because it's going to be a very worthwhile event.
It will be.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. I have to smell this blend that you made.
It's so good.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I made it, but Karen formulated it for me. So it's Karen's blend. Wow. I love it.
So many options for nausea, and knowing when and where and why are very important questions. So those of you who have never had formal education in aromatherapy, you really want to join us on Monday to find out more about this.
What I love about it is you get more out of your toolkit. You get more out of your essential oils because you're able to be really savvy with why you're choosing the oils you're choosing, and you're able to get so much better results from your essential oil work when you have that solid foundation. So that's why we love education, and that's why we're always inviting people to come learn with us because we have a lot of fun and it's really valuable. You take it with you forever, like wishing we could time travel back and have this information. You have the opportunity, if you would like to go really in depth with us and have that knowledge now so that you're ready for future moments when you really need that specific knowledge. So there you go. We've done it.
We have.
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Thank you, Karen, for coming out and spending some time with us.
You're welcome. It's good to see everyone.
It's good to see everyone. All right. Well, those of you who are in our Natural Living Club or you're interested in the Q&A, we will see you on Monday. Everyone else, we will see you next Wednesday where we will continue our discussion around digestive harmony, and we'll look at different essential oils in addition to these that can really help with various scenarios. So join us next week. We can't wait to hang out. All right, bye for now.